Hey, cheating in Battle Cats has always fascinated me. I haven't seen other people talk about it in a YouTube video before, so in this video I'm going to discuss if you should cheat in Battle Cats, its pros and cons, the types of cheats, and much more. In Battle Cats, there are two main cheats. Let's call one of them the maxed hack. The maxed hack is when you download a hacked Battle Cats file and get maxed XP and cat food. We mainly won't be talking about this maxed hack because it's honestly pretty trash. But why, you may ask? Well, there are a couple reasons. The first is that while you may start off with 999,999 cat food, it does actually run out if you spend too much. If you do the math and divide 999,999 by 1,500, you really only get to roll the 11 draw 666 times. While that is still a ridiculous amount of 11 draws, after a few hours, you'll run out. 100 million XP is the same case, and it's even achievable in a legit account. And more importantly, you can't even update the game if your only reason to use a maxed hack is to check out new updates. The most important reason why you shouldn't use this hack, however, is that, well, it's just boring. Part of why Battle Cats is so fun for me and other players are the challenging aspects of the game and the strategies you need to beat tough levels. Each level has its own unique twists and enemies with different buffs and magnification. Some feature new bosses or use a different combination of enemies that need a new strategy or a certain cat to beat. For example, you need long distance units to choose Relic Uhurun, Cyberpunk to slow down Relic Bunbun, and crits to beat metal enemies. Each player has a different variety of Ubers and can use them to create new strategies along with them. There's a certain level of satisfaction you get after beating a difficult level you're stuck on, after grinding out those levels or evolutions that you needed to beat the level. The maxed hack takes that and the whole progression system, which makes advancement in the game so satisfying away from you, leaving behind an empty shell of the game. The more important cheat, and the cheat that many others use a lot more often, are track rolls. In this cheat, you can basically see what cats you are going to get next in different events, allowing you to not get slapped in the face by RNG. For example, you can see, oh, I get Mitama or Jizo in 65 rows in Uberfest. RNG still plays a part in this, as sometimes your future rows can still be bad. Now, I am guilty of using this cheat. I started cheating around user rank 2000 up until where I am now, 5000. So I feel like I could offer a lot more perspective on the differences between using track rows and not using track rows. I also had two other accounts I played on before, which I did not hack on. So are track rows bad? When I say track rows are bad, I don't mean how good the cheat is exactly. What I mean is it harmful to other players? Well, I don't find using track rows harmful, as Battle Cats is a single player game, and hacking won't ruin another player's game experience as you would in a first-person shooter game. Therefore, hacking isn't malicious, and there is no ill intent in hacking. However, I would say that hacking can make other players hack. If you have a friend who plays Battle Cats, who uses track rows and gets ridiculously good Ubers, it's hard not to get jealous and be slightly more inclined to hacking. One way to sort of view this hack is by thinking of track rows as kind of an easy mode, while playing legit is in hard mode. Both of them don't ruin your game experience, but one of them is definitely more easier to progress than the other. Another thing to add on to this is that it wasn't removed by Ponos. Now, I'm no game developer, but I don't think it's that difficult to make the rows more random, which probably means that Ponos is fine with this hack, otherwise it wouldn't exist. When you get a ridiculously good Uber or an extra Uber in an 11 draw, you feel satisfied or happy. Whatever it is, it's a good feeling. But when you don't get an Uber, or you get a dupe in an 11 draw, it feels terrible. After all, it took you a long time to save up and grind for that 1,500 cat food, and RNG just destroyed your dreams. What Track Rows does, however, is to eliminate the ups and downs of gacha. Since you know what you're going to get, you don't really get screwed by RNG. Therefore, you won't ever waste a single bit of your cat food. But since Battle Cats is basically a gambling app hidden behind a cute cat mask, One of the reasons why people gamble is for excitement and the high when you don't know what's going to be ahead of you. This takes away that excitement because after all, you knew what was coming. Here is a satisfaction line chart I made. Basically, track rows get rid of any excitement and loss, while playing legit has its ups and downs. The main reason I started cheating was that whenever I grinded for cat food, I always knew what I was putting my effort in for. Contrary to the murky waters of playing legit, the goal when using track rows is clear, and you always get to see your hard work pay off. So, should you use track rows? Obviously, it's subjective to every player. Playing legit definitely is more RNG based, and while you may not get some cool Ubers, it's a nice feeling to advance far into the game without cheating. You can look back at all your progress and say, wow, I did this all without cheating. And if you did cheat, you couldn't really say the same thing. There are pros and cons to both options, and cheating isn't really harmful to others since you are in a single player environment. If there was multiplayer in Battle Cats, it definitely would be bad to cheat. One final thing to say is that anyone who plays legit and knows about this hack and doesn't use it, I have the utmost respect for them. It's hard not to succumb to the easy life of track rows when most people around you already use it. With all that in mind, I hope you enjoyed my take on cheating in Battle Cats. If you like this video and want to see more, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to improve my content as much as possible to make my viewers more educated or entertained. If you have any suggestions on how I can change or improve, please leave some comments.